Hey guys, Silver Bunny here. I'm back with six locations that I've come across in the Wasteland or in the new area. We're still just in the new area. Um, these death claws, if you haven't hit this spot, I've seen people post about this on Facebook, but I just thought it was like a fluke. But no, this is an actual random location that all of these fuckers spawn. Now, I will say, this is just down from one of the locations that's in this video, and we'll talk about it when we get to that video. But the other times that I spawned into that location, there wasn't this many. There was only like 4 to 6 of them. I mean, I can't even tell how many Deathclaws are there. There are so many of them, bro. That's insane to me. I don't know if that was an accident on Bethesda's part putting all these fuckers together, or if they were like, y'all want it harder? Here you go. It's harder. Fuck with them now. I don't know, but that's crazy, and I didn't go down there and fuck with them. But anyway, I have 5 spots, basically 6, but one is like so close to each other, I just put it together because you can't build at both locations at the same time, but they are literally like filming one, you can see the other. So I just put those two together. But I'm excited for a couple of these. The last one I'm super excited for. I'm working on a camp there right now. So without further ado, let's get into these camp locations. Alright, so this first one is actually the one with the 2 locations. It's just up from Jackson Junkyard. At the time, I didn't have the location discovered. It would not let me discover that location. But I did the new event there, and I guess I was there long enough, and I did discover it. So, the first part of this one is this rope bridge. We have seen some really cool camps come from rope bridges and crevices. This is a great example of that. I mean, look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm pretty sure I don't actually play around with my camp module here, and I did film this like a week ago, so I don't quite remember if you can put your camp module on both sides. I'm pretty sure you can. You just can't put it like on the bridge. Maybe like to the starts of the bridge, but the middle of the bridge, for whatever reason, it goes red. But I'm pretty, oh, see, so my camp module is on that side. So yeah, you can put it on both sides of this. You can put it underneath it and build under the bridge. You could build on both sides. I personally would probably just try to focus on one side. And then this is the other part of this. It's like the entrance, I'm guessing, or like a back way. And you can build here. I didn't realize at the time that we do have this sign that we can acquire in the game. But it's not going to be laying up against a truck like this, I guess, unless you found a location that had a truck and you put it up against it. There is a Deathclaw spawn that is just down the way here, and I'm gonna assume that if you're building a camp here, he's probably gonna come down and fuck with you. But that's pretty much the norm in this location. You're gonna have Deathclaws and everything just fucking with you all the time, and I think almost every location. There was some rad scorpions that spawned up by the bridge, so that could also be an issue. But I mean, that alley, that crevice is beautiful. I mean, this location to me is absolutely gorgeous. I just love it. But another shot of that Deathclaw, but we'll go ahead and get right on into the next camp location. Alright, so this one is just over from the Dino golf course. It is the one that had those Deathclaws pretty close. Look at that. Oh, so I think this new area is beautiful, and I know that sounds weird, like, no, it's not green and pretty, but I mean, if you think about like bombs dropping and what the world would look like after that happened, this is what I think of when I think of the Wasteland. And not to say the rest of the map's not great, but I absolutely love this new area so much. So this part, I stood up here and just kind of zoomed in so you could see that those Deathclaws are just down the hill. They're not going to mess with you building up here. And again, there's not always that many. I mean, but still 6 Deathclaws, 4 to 6 Deathclaws, and then there'll be Rust Raiders down there. They generally are fighting each other, so they're pretty preoccupied anyhow. But They're not. I wouldn't imagine any case that they would come up and mess with you while you're building up there, unless you're just like literally just making all kinds of noise. But man, look at that! What a camp up on that hill, up on that little mound of mud, and then having the walkway where this guy, I had some random guy come while I was filming this, which worked out perfectly. But that be your walkway up. It's, I mean, this spot is really really cool. I did play with my camp module here just because you can't go to the right of it at all. It pretty much lets you place it anywhere on the left, but the right says nah. And then I think just because it's so close to the edge of the map here is why it kind of cuts off here. I don't personally like this upper area just as much as I do the spot that I just showed you. So I personally, if I was to build here, which isn't, you know, totally out of my thought process, I would build down further. But you can get your camp module up here and build one up a little further. You just can't get all the way up because again, I believe it's probably just too close to the edge of the map. Now I don't know why you can't build over to the right side, but nevertheless, you can still get a good portion of this little login walkway and make a pretty awesome camp, if I do say so myself. Like gosh, this place is gorgeous, bro. I absolutely love this location. But we are going to move right along and get on to the next one. Alright, so this location is behind the Rust Kingdom. And I personally didn't know that you can get this close to this location. But I mean, you can get so close to that building, and this video has a lot of extra stuff in it that we'll talk about when we get there. But you can actually put your camp module on that circular thing there and on the Rust Kingdom itself, but it won't let you place it. It turns green, but you can't place it. But you can build down at these fans that are off of these bridges. I mean, that huge fan right there, I'm pretty sure that you can get a good portion of that, if not the whole thing, if you played with your camp module, into your circle. And you can build down on that ledge. So here I was just doing some playing around, and the next little clip that I have of me playing around, actually I get quite a bit closer than I do here. But see, if you go down, it stays green, and then you try to place it, and it says that you can't place your camp that close to a existing location. So you can't place it any lower than up on this cliff here, but you can in fact place it here. And I mean, that is, look at that backdrop. If you built over here, like, imagine, you know, how cool that backdrop's gonna be. Again, I do go over here this time and try to place it down here, and it wouldn't let me place it there, and then I kind of just threw my hands up, I think, at this point. Oh, I did it one more time. But I do have a clip coming up that I was able to get it a little bit closer. We're just gonna, oh, okay, so first we're just gonna look at where you can place your, how far down you can go. I just thought I wanted to put everything I could into these two locations, this one and the one after this one, just because it is so close to a pre-existing location. I wanted to make sure that it would work. I server hopped, tried it in different servers, and then I even made sure, like, the next day, because I did this like over last weekend, I think. I don't know, I don't remember when I did this, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to be sure that it wasn't just like a fluke, because generally speaking, we can't get this close to pre-existing locations. And I feel like it may be because the Rust Kingdom spawn location is so far away from the behind here. But I mean, just underneath this is where you go to the back entrance for one of the quests, for one of the new quests. Oh, and then here I'm just showing that I am actually in a public server. I'm not in a custom. I wouldn't have all those teams if I was in a custom world. So this is in fact a public server. Oh, excuse me not having any clothes on. My bad. I meant to cut that out, but I've been running around in my stealth suit because these fucking locations, when I'm looking for locations, I just run across so many enemies. that it's just best to be in my stealth suit. But here I'm just seeing, see, I get a little more in depth here to see exactly how close I can get. And I just keep placing it until it won't let me place it anymore. Um, and I really wish I could get just a little closer. It's just, I don't understand the why we can and can't place it and why it's green and it doesn't go down even though it is green. But um, this is the absolute closest that I was able to get to it. But if you decide to come put your camp module down here, play around with it. And if you get it closer, let me know and let me know how you did it. I would imagine that this would probably be one of those locations that you could probably build up and over and maybe get pretty close to the top of the Rust Kingdom with the camp glitch, with the glitch that I have that D found out with your generator. Um, but I did put some stairs out and go as far up and over as I could and tried to do that just from this spot, and it didn't work. So I didn't try anything crazier than that. And I'm just going to keep going right into this location because it is just around the bend on the other side of the Rust Kingdom. Now this location has this like pipe that goes all the way up, and this is a really, really cool spot. And it's super, super close to the Rust Kingdom as well. I think building underneath that part right there, I think you could put a cool structure underneath that tower. That's not a tower, that's a pipe. Underneath that pipe. And then you have a huge circle, but I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to build in that whole area. But you've got some junk walls there. I mean, and then look at that. I mean, the Rust Kingdom is right freaking there. I think it's always fun when you can get close to a pre-existing. So here I just show how far up and down you can put your camp module. You can pretty much build at the length of this pipe. The length of this pipe. But the back part you can get. Oh, I found this little Teddy Saints worship fucking thing. I don't even know what you want to call this. I freaking distracted myself talking about lengths of things, but I am a freaking teenager, excuse me. But you can place anything on this cliff. So, I mean, essentially you could put this little bear seance into your build if you wanted to and build something up here on the cliff and not even use the pipe at all or the length of it. I'm going to stop right now. But this location is super cool. I really hope that some people put their camps down here, and I'd love, love, love to see. Is that a Jaguar egg? Is that the egg that is? Or is that what they're worshipping? Worshipping. There we go. Got it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on to this next location, and I'll stop talking about lengths of things. Alright guys, so this is the last location, and this is the one that I am most excited about because I have been looking and looking and looking for one of these campers to build in. I didn't even say where it was, but you've seen it on the screen back there. Yeah, I got a little ahead of myself. I have found several of these that are not buildable. I am a little disappointed that this one is not accessible, so you have to glitch inside of it, but with that being said, it has its benefits. So the other ones have a bunch of stuff already in it for you, and you know that I love free budget. I love free decor for free budget. But this one is a blank canvas, and most of the things that we glitch into, they're glitchy because we're glitching into them, right? So you can see the whole freaking wasteland, or one wall's there and one wall's not there. This thing is beautiful, and it's blank inside. I am working on a camp here right now. I am not very far. I couldn't show it because I'm like literally just starting on it. But this camper is so cool, and you can put your camp module where you just have the camper and there's some cars over, or you can get the sign that's at the beginning. You could light up the sign. But I am super, super excited that I found one of these. I do wish that I had found one that had a bunch of shit in it already and I could just add to it because that's like my dream camper. But this one's going to be fun once I get it all together and get going on it. Um, I it's right next to a location that there's an event at, I believe, and I've had sting wings and or maybe even the not sting wings but the other ones, but I've had a few enemies, but I've really not had very many enemies pop up on me here. So with that being said, it's not a bad location to build at as far as enemies go, but I am thankful that I found this location because I'm super excited to build here. Oh, also I got sidetracked and I wanted to say that even though you can't access this from the outside and like just open the door and walk in, the boards are like ply. It's not like one piece of plywood. Like this window that you can see right here is, but the others are like pieces of like planks, and you can see through like the cracks of the planks. So I feel like that's also really cool from outside looking in because you'll be able to see like if you light it up well or whatever. So, but anyway, I wanted to add that. But with that, we'll go ahead and call this video Dunsey. I wanted to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting me and listening to my chaos in these videos. And for whatever it is for you, morning, noon, or night, day, evening, have a wonderful time. I will have a video out on Christmas to tell everyone Merry Christmas, but I will say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. I won't do a voiceover on that, so I won't actually say it. So Merry Christmas to you guys, to all of you and your families. I hope you guys have a great holiday. And until the next video, I'll see ya.